Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today's video is going to be a very quick overview of my new Traxxas. Yes, I bought another Traxxas, but bear with me on this one. So I already had that one. I bought that one on eBay, brand new, never used, but on sale. And I've done a few light upgrades to it, and that includes the low range gears from Traxxas, the plastic ones, which make for a big difference because the ones that come out of the box are more focused for the trailing aspect of these trucks and not so much as the crawling, and they are absolutely rubbish at crawling. So the same thing happens with the high trail, and I've already changed the gears. So when I bought this one from Model Sport UK, I also ordered the Traxxas low range gears, and they have been already fitted. Apart from that, it's stock. So I wanted the high trail for quite a long time now, and yes, I slag on Traxxas on some of my videos because in some aspects they are rubbish, but there's one aspect about these two trucks and generally Traxxas that I love, especially when compared to the FMS products, but we'll get there eventually. So just a quick overview of the truck. So the chassis is more or less the same thing. It just has the high trail shock mounts, and it has longer shocks. But apart from that, I'm under the impression that links and all that stuff, so electronics, motor, gearbox, is pretty much shared with the normal TRX4. And I'm not going to compare this to the normal TRX4 because there's literally loads of those comparisons out there on other channels. But what we're going to compare the high trail to is this, the FMS FCX18 K10. So I'm very curious to see how these will compare to each other. I can tell you now that the FMS is way heavier than the Traxxas, and one thing the FMS is not, which is what I love, or I'm loving about these Traxxas, is these are fully waterproof. And you probably have seen on at least a good couple of my recent videos, I used and abused that one completely submerged, and it's still running, no problems whatsoever. One of the things I have done on that in terms of modifications is I've replaced the bushings for bearings. But having said that, if you do use and abuse on mud and water like I do with my Traxxas, just bear in mind, put a bit of lubricant or WD-40, clean it up decently, put a bit of WD-40 or any other lubricant on those ball bearings, otherwise they will get rusty. I haven't changed, apart from the low range gears, I haven't changed anything on this car. The only thing I've ordered and I'm planning to change really are these diff covers. I'm going to put some brass, and the same thing, brass for the steering link. Apart from that, I intend to leave it as it is, just with the low range gears. So just a quick overview. I think this is really well known. It comes with this rubbish 5,000-year-old TQ top qualifier controller, which is, it's a free channel. It's basic. It's rubbish, to be honest. I think it's more than enough time now that Traxxas evolves to something a little bit better, especially, let's say, when compared to an FMS controller. So these are the controllers that come with the 118 and 124 scale. And sorry, one of the Traxxas is like a full 110 scale size controller, which I don't particularly like for small scale trucks. Sorry, I have a very sore throat today, apologies for that. Whereas the FMS, they make these controllers more in line with the smaller scale trucks, and it's easily usable with a one hand. Plus it's a fully 4-channel controller, and you even got the dip switches for the ESC where you can control your drag brakes and so on and so forth. So this TQ when compared to something like this FMS. This is rubbish. Traxxas, just move on, please. Do us a favor, move on. I'm not going to do a full in-depth review because you can find that on other channels. I find these tires to be very good. They don't have any foams, which is good because I intend to use and abuse this on mud and water. So the less foam, the less problems you'll have. And that's pretty much the overview of this one. So I'm going to do a separate video on probably how to change these diff covers and that, which is a fairly simple process. But that's pretty much a quick overview. I'm loving these 118 scale Traxxas, and it's pretty much because they are waterproof. And I love taking my trucks to the mud. I love taking my trucks to the water. The problem with my Shelf Queens, my FMSs, is that they are not waterproof, and you start submerging these and repairs will become quite expensive very quickly. So that is the point where I'm really enjoying my Traxxas, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted the high trail. The second reason was to compare to the FMS K10. That will be a separate video. So today was only a very quick overview. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Click like if you like the video, and subscribe if you do like the content on my channel. I'll see you all soon. Cheerio.